Chevelle, you make me say shit. You make people say shit about you that, like, we don't mean to talk about you, but you just make people do it. I don't know why you went out there in that tight ass waist trainer. That thing was so tight, it was making your shoulders and head look like it was about to explode, girl. That shit was just tight as hell. Why'd you do it? Like, why did you do it? Now, another thing I'd like to know, when did you guys go back and revisit this adoption thing? The last time you guys had this conversation, he was walking away from you, slamming the damn door, and you were saying you didn't think the adoption was a good idea. The other part is that your daughter said she don't give two shits about QUAYLON. She don't even call QUAYLON father anymore. She calls his ass QUAYLON. So I'm not understanding what's going on here. Like I say, some of they shit be real, but some of they shit be fake, and this was one of those, okay? This was one of those, in my opinion, because I don't understand why. I don't understand why Uber Grandma came up to talk to you about her son and the adoption. Like, why was that a whole conversation? We got Uber Grandma jumping out the car to see the daughter. I guess she done came from Kansas in a damn Uber or something. She from Kansas. So she sits there and her and Chevelle do this little, intense hug. Everybody hugging and shit. But I thought she was there to see the little girl. She only stayed there a little while, and then she left after they got into this damn argument. But the thing that gets me, and I don't know if you guys noticed, because the thing was just stupid. Here they are going back and forth, and Chevelle is telling her that her son ain't doing shit, and when she was in Kansas, the baby was with her, and mother was like, no, she was with us. So they going back and forth. Mother's trying to protect her son, saying that he is a father, and Chevelle is saying, no, he is a deadbeat father. He need to do more. He need to be calling and checking on his daughter. Why he don't do shit like that? So all of a sudden, mama's phone rang. Now, what I was thinking about that is, father don't want his first, last, name, middle, initial, nothing. He don't want none of that shit on this show. He don't want nobody looking into his past or present, because he know, according to Amber, will go out and dig some shit up on his ass. She'll pay for information on the motherfucker and get it. So he ain't trying to have his name all up in there. That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, I didn't understand the scene. They came in here, blew in here, had a whole ass argument. Then she got her ass in that damn Uber, and she left after she got done talking to QUAYLON. Now, QUAYLON, we got some problems, baby. We do. We got some damn problems to talk about, because I really didn't give a shit about that scene, because it didn't make no sense to me. But right now, the outside noise, you guys know I don't do outside noise, but this shit was so loud, it woke me up, and I have to say something about it. Now, I feel like for the first time somebody listened to the shit I would say. You know how I say all the time, these cast members get on here, and before the show is over, they're doing interviews, they trying to be popular, and they're just all on lives doing all kind of shit. You never ever see Chevelle do that shit, and I said that's what I respect about her. She keeps her ass off the internet. You don't see her on there saying a damn thing ever. So she did what I think. Well, I don't know if she did what I think. Maybe the shit came out. But, I'm just glad that we're hearing about this shit later. But what's going on with their little shit now would have been great for TV. Why you guys couldn't bring this shit up on TV and got us going through fake weddings and bullshit like that? Like, why? This would have been a much better ass story. This would have been a much better ass storyline. QUAYLON coming. Now, we're going to start with Mama and her interview. Everybody interviewing right now. So shout out to Gio, who did the interview on Mama. But Mama said everything we watched was what we watched was some real shit. And she said everything she did and said, that was her. She felt it. Wasn't no bullshit behind it. That was it. And I say to that is, okay, then you really ignorant for real, lady. You really ignorant for real. You know the church people is mad at your ass, Sister Sylvia. You know they mad at you for acting a fool. Don't argue with a fool, because then we don't know who the fool is. If you didn't like what was going on with your daughter, you shouldn't have showed up to none of her damn events, because I wouldn't. Because I got kids that age, and you know you can't tell them shit. Okay, I know, mama, you can't tell them shit, but to see you act a fool all season, it wasn't cute. You should have kept it classy. You should have kept it classy. If you didn't want to do shit, you shouldn't have brought your ass into them damn events. You shouldn't have. I ain't saying you wasn't wrong about QUAYLON, but your way of going about shit, mama, you my age. You gotta knock that shit off. You could do better, okay? So if that was you, I'm stick to it. Then you ignorant. You need to cut that shit out. Grow up. The church people wasn't happy with you. Now, shout out to Amber, because I had no idea what was going on. I went and clicked on to Amber first. And here is SHAVEL on the live saying a whole bunch of shit, how people hurt her, how she's not trusting people, doing all this shit. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck, what is she talking about? Now, I kind of figured at some point, you know, it had something to do with QUAYLON and him cheating or some shit like that. But I didn't expect that there was a whole nother dude in the mix, okay? I did not expect there was a whole nother dude in the mix, and she pissed off. She pissed off. I'm not sure if I can... They done outed this boy, and I don't know if he was ready to be outed, but at the same time, son, I can't feel sorry for you because you was on that down low shit. So, you know, for that, I you know, I'm sorry. You know, I like to say nobody should tell your story before you get to tell your story. But because the way you did your shit, if all this shit is true, I saw pictures, sir. I saw them tacky ass tattoos. Amber showed the shit, tacky ass tattoos, and that was your little haircut. So I'm gonna say that was you. But like I said, no one had the right to out you, but at the same time, because you was a down low brother and doing some messy ass shit, they had no choice. But here we go about your little boyfriend that called you cute. Your little boyfriend out there peddling this story to anybody that would give him an interview. And he likes to say that he was doing it for SHAVEL because SHAVEL, you know, don't deserve this shit. Nigga, you was doing that for you. You said it yourself. You was pissed off. You wanted to be on Love After Lockup. But this girl got on Love After Lockup. So you just on here being messy. Because it was all, if it was really all about just SHAVEL and you wanted her to know shit, you would stop these fucking interviews. But you going to everybody wanting to tell your damn story, sir. So I can't believe for 1 minute that it's about SHAVEL and you want to make sure she good because you didn't appreciate what Q was doing. You being messy, you know what you're doing. Your butt hurt because you didn't get to be on Love After Lockup. And I'm not even sure if I believe they even came to you first, because Love After Lockup is messy. It seemed like they would have threw this shit in the middle of the show. Maybe you guys would come back and this would be going on. I don't know. But then you got QUAYLON's ass. He pop up on the live. I forgot who I was watching. He on the live, SHAVEL on the live, his boyfriend on the live, everybody arguing, going back and forth and shit. Now, I don't know about y'all. I know most of you guys probably watched it as I did. I don't know what was wrong with QUAYLON's voice, if he was screaming at a soccer game or not, but he looked a little skinny. And he looked like he was on something. We know he got busted allegedly. You know, I guess I still have to say that with the pills and the other shit. You know, but the boy was on something. And SHAVEL said he on all kind of shit. And he looked like he on all kind of shit. But SHAVEL, for you to... SHAVEL, you knew the boy was on shit when he was at your damn house when you was in a relationship with him. Like you had to know. Like you had to know. All I can say is, I'm always looking at people with the side eye because shit just came out too fast and it's heated. It's heated. It's like the Monique and Derek. How long we gonna have to hear this shit for? About 2 or 3 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? It's just gonna keep going on. They gonna keep getting more information. It's just gonna keep going on and going on. Like, what we gonna do here? Because it should have been on the damn show. It would have been a much better damn show if this shit was on the show. That would have been enjoyable, because what we're seeing reality, but we don't get to see reality on TV. We have to hear it on the outside. So because the whole Love After Lockup, they shit, it was BS in my opinion. It was BS in my opinion, and I don't need to see them come back unless they come back with this shit. Okay, other than that, I don't need to see them come back at all. Like, seriously, I don't even know why they came back this time. Like, seriously, I don't know why they came back this time. Anyway, y'all, I don't think I'm gonna do Melissa and them guys. I don't feel like it. I'll just throw them in here for a minute. So all of a sudden now she got down to the revelation how hard it is for him to get a job and shit, you know, being a convicted felon. Now after all this time of him treating him like shit, embarrassing him in front of his damn family members, now she want to get a clue that she was fucked up for doing the things that she did and saying the shit that she's, you know, just giving him a hard time. And then Louis soft ass gonna say, well, that was, you know, I deserve it, I needed that. No, you didn't, you fool. You okay with her just talking down to you and embarrassing you in front of her family members? Is that how they do in New Jersey? So now the unveiling of her damn nose. I hope that nose changed here, because that they gave her a beak. They gave her a beak. That's why that boy kept touching her nose. See, he didn't laugh at you like you laughed at him when his big ass teeth came. You laughed. Had he laughed at you about your nose and that beak, you would have been crying. You probably would have stayed in the house, because you know, as women, we get really, really sensitive. We get really, really sensitive. But girl, they gave you a beak. Okay, I don't know what they did. I don't know if that shit gonna go down. I want to see you in about 2-3 months. But right now, they gave you a beak. Now, my advice for that girl is she need to knock it off with the jet black hair and the jet black eyebrows and all the black shit. It's just she's 40. It's aging you, girl. I don't know if you're watching this, but it's aging you. Someone had to tell me that. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Lighten your hair color. Have someone do your makeup and change that dark. You too pale to be having black eyebrow pencil drawn across your face. You're looking witchy and old. It's not good. Change your look, okay? You can like 10 years off your damn face if you just change your makeup, lighten, soften your makeup, and lighten your hair. You should not have anything black that dark once you get to a certain age. It don't look good. KEROK and BRITTNey. How did you guys, and I enjoyed KEROK and BRITTNey. I enjoyed their story. They had a story every time they came on. But what I noticed about KEROK and BRITTNey, every time they came on, we watched them, they had to get into a fucking argument. Like they was arguing over something. This time they was arguing over who gonna be with whose family the most, and her wanting to be with her nana. Now what I thought about that when she was going back and forth saying she stayed with him while he was locked up, I'm like, well, why'd you go stay with your grandmama then? Like, serious, nobody told you to go stay with KEROK's parents, girl. You could have went and stayed with your damn nana then if it was so damn important. So I really didn't understand that scene, but I was laughing because KEROK almost laughed because her eyelash was flipping up and shit. He was trying to keep it together. She went down and cried, and all of a sudden that eyelash was completely fixed and shit. But it was like they was wanting to show, look, we can argue, have disagreements, but we always come back together and get it right, and we know how to communicate with each other. I think that's what they trying to show in a relationship. At the end of the day, they are definitely voted the most likely to succeed in their damn relationship. Like, seriously, if they come back, I would want to see them come back doing a wedding. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would love to see that. Like, I enjoyed their storyline, and so, like, yeah, most likely to succeed with a relationship and with their I don't want to say job hunting, and with their careers, you know. So good luck. Good night. See you guys for something else. I will be watching Honey Boo Boo. What they call it? What is that? What's the name of her goofy ass mama? I can't remember. Mama June from Hot to Not. It's like Not Hot should have been it. Anyway, that's who I'm going to see, because I want to see it. She been stealing that baby's money. But I'm like, you should have known she was going to steal your money. She was on... I ain't going to go there. We're going to wait till we see the damn show. Who going to be watching it with me? Don't be an asshole, y'all. Bye.